Yo, what is up, Raider Nation? It's your boy Mostert back at it again with yet another video. If this is the very first time you guys are coming across this channel and you love Raiders content just like this, then don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that notification icon button. You know, first things first, let's talk about some things going around. First, Ashton Jeanty. Now, of course, we know this season Ashton Jeanty has slowly been working himself into the offense, not really getting that much carries. And, you know, early on in the season, he wasn't really that effective. He didn't really show what he could do until he changed his stance. And then I felt like everything kind of changed from there on. Now everybody was questioning why Ashton Jeanty is not getting utilized a lot more than he should be, and Chip Kelly already came out and said that you don't want to just put too much on the rookie and just have him get banged up by the middle of the season. But lately it seems like the Raiders are giving him a lot more of the workload, and even Pete Carroll has come out and said that Ashton Jeanty will get more of a workload, 20 plus carries a game. He confirmed that his snap count will increase in the running game after seeing improvement from Ashton Jeanty, especially in this last game.
I don't think there's any doubt. Yeah, he is, and we have to make sure we don't overdo it too early. But yeah, he's physical, he's tough, he's resilient. He delivers the punishment, and he also, you know, he can take it well too. He's handled himself really well. It's a long haul. It's a long haul, and we have to make sure that we're managing him right. But I think that being kind of normal for him is what we should expect. You know, with around 20 carries a game, somewhere in there is what we would hope.
Now, in the two games where Ashton Jeanty had over 20 plus carries, he was really efficient in those games. Of course, against the Tennessee Titans, he had 23 carries for 75 yards and a touchdown. The game before that was against the Chicago Bears, the other home game that we had, where he had 21 carries for 138 yards and a touchdown. Now, I feel like the season's only going to get better for Ashton Jeanty, and I feel like the offense is going to rely more on him, and I feel like we could actually get a lot more wins moving forward with the way Ashton Jeanty's been playing, relying more on the run game than the passing game, because we know Geno Smith in the games that he's been playing, he just hasn't been showing that he could be that guy. This is a huge move by the team to put a lot of trust in their rookie running back, especially because you drafted him so high. Why not? On top of that, news broke out that Ashton Jeanty is now with Clutch Sports, so that's huge for him in his career. Who knows if he's going to stay a Raider after his contract is over with, but we can all rest assured and just know that he's going to be with us for the next couple of years. And I do believe that the best football is just ahead of Ashton Jeanty. But what do you guys think, Raider Nation? Do you think this is a big deal for Ashton Jeanty, giving him more of a workload, or we'll just have to wait and see? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Now, another person I want to talk about is linebacker Devin White, veteran, Super Bowl champ, former Pro Bowler. I mean, you name it. This dude has done it all, and now rocking the silver and black, he's starting to show that he can be that guy yet again. A lot of people were writing him off, but now he's showing that he still got it. And one thing that I liked hearing from him was going into this matchup against the Kansas City Chiefs, he basically is not scared of the smoke. Now, when asked about Patrick Mahomes, White basically said that, you know, I ain't scared of him. Even though he has 3 Super Bowl champions, I'm gonna be poised and I'm gonna be ready to play come Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, for me, as long as I ain't scared, you know, I know a lot of people look at him as, you know, for what he is. You know, you guy won 3 Super Bowls or whatnot, and you know, obviously, but it's just good to have experience being able to play. And you know, I treat every game like a big game, but you know, to go on the road and be able to go in their house when they got a good stadium, and you know, be able to do what we do. So I know I'm gonna be poised, and you know, I have my guys ready to play.
On top of that, when asked about Travis Kelce on who would win a battle between him or Mr. Swift, he basically said that he's betting on himself.
Situation where you're matched up with Kelce, what's that coverage like? What's that challenge like?
Devin White gonna win. That's all. Devin White gonna win when I'm against him.
Now, this is the type of confidence that I love hearing from this team, especially the defensive side of the ball. And it's going to be a tough task this weekend against the Kansas City Chiefs. But if we continue to have that momentum and that mentality going into this game with all the veterans that we have and all the young players, why can't we be the team to beat them? I know that they're on a hot streak right now, and a lot of people are picking the Chiefs. I mean, MJD is picking the Raiders because he's a true Raider at the end of the day. But when everybody's starting to count out the Raiders, that's when we come in and swoop in and surprise the whole world, which I'm hoping happens. It's any given Sunday, and when it comes down to the AFC West, especially these rivalry games, I'm giving us a chance. That's all we need is a chance. It's gonna be a crazy one this week, and I hope that we just keep it competitive. I will be at the Raiders HQ. They're having a watch party over there, so if you guys are in town, man, come through, come see your boy, and let's just have a good time, and hopefully the Raiders can, you know, have us leaving feeling real good after that W. Yo, Raider Nation, you guys know that the season's a grind full of ups, downs, but I'm always gonna find myself at every single home game. Now, to keep my energy up, I gotta use clean supplements. Not like the junk that's just floating out there, kind of like the Niners fan base, which is why I'm rolling with Transparent Labs. Their grass-fed whey protein isolate is my go-to. No fillers, just clean fuel. Also, Transparent Labs is third-party tested and Informed Choice certified for safety and label accuracy. Now, I've recently been on that strawberry milkshake flavor, and I'm telling you right now, it's fire. Plus, they got 14 other flavors to try, so you never get bored. Make sure to hit the link down in the description below, or just scan the QR code right here. For a limited time, you'll get 10% off and a free protein starter kit. Big thanks to Transparent Labs for sponsoring this video. Now, the last thing I do want to kind of bring up is Jakobi Meyers. Now, I know I brought this up yesterday on all the trade rumors going around and whether or not the Raiders should trade him away. Now, there's been an update on that whole situation according to Jacina Anderson, saying that multiple teams have recently inquired about trading for wide receiver Jakobi Meyers, but Las Vegas continues to say no for now. Meyers is in his final year of his 3-year, $33 million deal, reportedly sought an extension earlier in the offseason before eventually requesting a trade. Despite more than 3 teams showing interest, no deal is imminent. Now, with the deadline right around the corner, it's going to be really interesting. Now, I know that Jakobi Meyers missed practice yesterday and he was supposed to be practicing today, but was held out due to a toe/knee injury. I mean, I don't know what to take of this. I mean, it could be just him just resting, but I feel like it's kind of ironic that he's sitting out when all the news is coming around right now. You don't know who to believe at this point. And to add on to that, there's a lot of people saying that Jakobi Meyers unfollowed the Raiders and he followed the Patriots. Now, who knows what could happen there? We know that the Patriots are really high on Jakobi Meyers and bringing him back, and knowing that offense with Drake May, I mean, they could use him. So I don't know whether to make a big deal out of this or not. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Raiders were to move him, even though they're saying that they don't want to move him. We'll have to wait and see once the trade deadline comes around. I just hope if we do trade him away, we get something good out of it. Now, we'll see whether or not he plays this weekend and how well he plays, because I think that's going to determine on whether or not the Raiders should keep him on this team. Real quick, though, it seems like Jakobi Meyers isn't the only one gaining some interest in the trade market, because according to some rumors out there, or NFL rumors, they tweeted out that a handful of teams have called the Raiders about running back Raheem Mostert. And I think that's kind of interesting to hear, knowing that Raheem barely has even played with the Raiders so far, but you see what he brings to the table when he goes out there and he's let loose. I mean, Raheem Mostert is still a capable running back, and a lot of teams that could use a RB2. I feel like he'd be a perfect complement back for a lot of other RB1s out there. Maybe he could be an RB1 for some other team out there. Who knows? My thoughts though on this, if I had to give my 2 cents, is I wouldn't even want to trade Raheem Mostert away. I don't even know what you could get for him unless it's more than a 5th round pick, which I highly doubt. At that point, I would just keep Raheem, because I feel like he's a perfect complementary back to Ashton Jeanty. Changes the pace up. In his first game with the Las Vegas Raiders against the Bears, had 4 carries for 62 yards, and against Indianapolis has 7 carries for 22 yards. And I know against Tennessee, he didn't really have that big of a day, 5 for -4, but that's not the point. I have more trust in Raheem Mostert than Zamir White or Dylan Laube has on this team, so I wouldn't even want to trade him away. And I don't think that the Raiders are in a position to, just have a whole fire sale and just start selling everybody out there, because I still think that we have a chance. Maybe I'm just delusional, but who cares? If there's anybody on this team that I feel like the Raiders would trade away, it would be Jakobi Meyers. And if they do that, there's a lot of other young wide receivers out there that I wouldn't mind the Raiders going out and bringing over here. But what are your thoughts? Who's a trade target out there that you guys would love to see in the silver and black? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Until the next video, this is your boy Samo Raider, and your boys, yeah.